Okay, problem number 6. The following diagram shows graphs of displacement, velocity, and acceleration of a moving object as a function of time. So this kind of reminds me of the monkey problem. So here is like the position of the monkey, here's his speed, and here's his acceleration. So if you think about it, this would be like f of x, velocity would be the derivative, and acceleration would be the second derivative. Okay, we learned this from our monkey graphs. So if I look at these and I think about it, well, I can kind of tell just by the shape which one is the original function and which are the derivatives, because they get simpler as they go down. This one looks like a cubic, this looks like a quadratic, x squared, and this looks like a line. So I think it's pretty safe to say that the displacement is A, the velocity is C, and the acceleration is the line, which is B. So we could also check and see if it makes sense. If I consider this to be the original function, the displacement function, I can check my minimum and my maximum, find where those would be on the x-axis, and see how those are x-intercepts of graph C. So graph C is a derivative of graph A, so C is the derivative of A. And then if I look at graph C, find its maximum, and go down to the x-intercept, see how that's the x-intercept of graph B. So I've looked at it two ways. One, from just what I know about the complexity of graphs and taking their derivatives, and then looking at the max-mins and see who does that match up with. Okay. Write down the value of t when the velocity is greatest. Okay, t is time. T is time. So when is the velocity the greatest? So the velocity is the greatest. That would be on my velocity function. Where is it the greatest? Right up here is where it's the greatest. So what time is that at? That is at 3. So do we know what kind of time this is? 3 seconds, I'm assuming. It doesn't actually tell us if this is seconds, but it probably is. So anyway, we can just write down 3. T is equal to 3, because they didn't tell us any units. So T is 3. This is the velocity. The highest point that it gets to is right here. And what's the time? The time is 3. We don't care actually how fast it's going. They did not give us any numbers on the y-axis, it doesn't look like. But that doesn't matter because we're only interested in the time, which is our x-axis. Okay, that's it.